5-8. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
Check 50. Check 50. Check.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? And modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, easy.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10 and 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. Breeze now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Winston and the BUCS take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Barber. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
From the 36, Winston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Right there, 56. I can't believe they let you play.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11 on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
45, 9. 45. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The BUCS take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. With the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Second down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Ready, yellow lady. 65. 11. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Too little, count. 45. Tonight.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
13.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the BUCS going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps slips away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the BUCS take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Winston now. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready. 5-9. 45. Let's go, D.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's got room, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the BUCS. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jim. Over.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Winston and the BUCS take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ellington, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Fights him off. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 24, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. William Golston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel proud.
And defensively a backbreaker. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw again on second down. Breeze is going to float this over the middle deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. Thomas, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And taken right on the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying the left side with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Rutt's good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Winston and the BUCS take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action now, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Kamara. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 99 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Mike, flip it. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. It's out time. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every...
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Winston, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready. 5-9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A give. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.